taking care and overseeing. So this really garner a lot of respect towards him. Because I think to myself, if one day I am a millionaire, make a lot of millions like this person, will I be someone like this? Still notice to all the details, still put all the responsibility on myself to do? I don't know whether I can, but this person, he set a very good example to show, to let me see, even though you are wealthy, the reason why you can get there is also because of the little details that he's put his responsibility on. So who is this person? He is our Team Supreme Pegasus 3, Raymond Tong.
Only from this side. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
One more time. Good afternoon, Riway, Philippines.
Good afternoon.
First, give yourself a big hand for coming here today. You know, I'm really thankful to our MC today, and I always believe that he has not been given the recognition enough, because he has done so much to put Riway Philippines in the world map today. So for this reason, you really have to give our MC, our General Manager, Mr. James Song, a big hand. You know, to be able to be chosen as a speaker representing Riway International, it is an affirmation that the company recognizes the effort that each and every one of us has put, especially for me, when I was chosen to be a speaker today. I really have a lot of depth of gratitude to the person who founded Riway International, and that's none other than our Riway CEO, Mr. Lim Bo. Really have to give him a big hand. As you already know, the topic that I'm going to share with you all today is goal setting. Now, before I go into this topic proper, maybe I should share with you what was in me over the past few months, leading to how I was given this topic. Can I do that?
Yes.
Only here?
Yes.
What about this side?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, is the food okay?
Yes.
Are you sleepy?
No.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
You're not hungry for success? Are you hungry for success?
Yes.
Please give yourself a big hand. Wake yourself up. You know, towards the end of last year, because I'm a Chinese, alright, I'm a Chinese, and in our Chinese community, we do have some superstition. And honestly speaking, 2024, the year 2024 is a year that many of us may like to forget. But then as a Chinese, we always say, because last year was the year of the dragon. Tama? Last year was the year, and we Chinese felt that the year of the dragon wasn't that good. Maybe the year of the snake, that is 2025, would be better. And I tend to believe it because I was also affected last year. But when I sat down and when I start to digest, what am I doing? Since when did I live my life to a dragon? And now that in the year of the dragon and I live into the dragon, I got myself into some difficulties, and this year I need to live my life to a snake. And that is ridiculous. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Isn't that isn't it true that you are in charge of your life? Isn't it true that you should be in charge of your life? Right. Which leads me to this question. What is the purpose of your life? Did you live a life with purpose? All of a sudden, the whole 7,000 people were so quiet. So I ask again, did you live a life with purpose?
Yes.
And what is your purpose in life? Now, ladies and gentlemen, you may not have to answer me right now, but you certainly have to answer yourself. And that is a very, very important thing that you should think very, very clearly, because you chose to come here today. You chose to come here today because you hope you'll be able to bring something home, something useful that can help you change your life. You come here today with the hope that maybe after today, this would be a turning point in your life. Correct me if I'm wrong. Only the people in front. Can you agree with me? You come here for a purpose.
Yes.
Do you agree with me that you come here with a reason to find something out?
Yes.
Great. For that reason, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Please give yourself a big hand again. Ladies and gentlemen, what is a goal? Or rather, should I ask, do you have a goal? Filipinos on the left has goal. Filipinos on the right don't have goal. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you have a goal?
Yes.
Why is having a goal important? You know, over the last several months, and I really admire the patience of our general manager, because throughout the whole of 2024, every time when I get a chance to sit down with him and discuss, he always asks me this question: Raymond, what is next? Raymond, do you have a goal? And what is your goal? You know, I was very, very unhappy with that question. It's mainly because I do not find myself having a very, very clear direction as to what I need to do. And for that reason, I gave him a certain answer just to excuse myself. But little did I know that because of my own selfish reasons, because of the fact that I do not have a goal, I did not even reflect what is happening not only to me, but to the whole team. Ladies and gentlemen, there are four kinds of people in the world. The first one, when they lose, they do not reflect. The second one is when they lose, they reflect. And the third one is when they win, they will not reflect. And the fourth one is when they win, they still reflect. And for that reason, after a long, disastrous 2024, I started to reflect. What is it that I want for my life? What is my purpose of my life? Why am I in the Philippines? Ladies and gentlemen. And I started to reflect, and a lot of things came back to me. I remember how I started. I remember how I was able to work with people. And the most important thing of all was that when I came to the Philippines 9 years ago, I was very, very hungry. And why was I hungry? I was hungry to succeed in my life. I was hungry because I was creating near poverty level to my family, and I do not like it. And for that reason, when I came 9 years ago, I came with hunger, I came with a purpose, I came with a goal. So ladies and gentlemen, for that reason, it is highly important today we understand why is it important that we must have this goal in our life? Can we do that?
Yes.
Again, only in the front. Can we do that?
Yes.
Right. All right. So let's take a look. Let's take a look the characteristics of a goal. All right. Now, when we set a goal, what should be the main characteristics that encompass the goal that we want to set? And to my understanding, the first one should be, the goal should be big. Now, why should a goal be big? Ladies and gentlemen, since this is a Riway leadership training seminar, I will be speaking in the context of Riway. Alright? Why should a goal be big? For example, today you are a Diamond 3 star. And this year and this quarter, you set a goal. I want to be Diamond 1 star. Is it big?
No.
Is it big?
No.
It's not big. Or rather, until today, most of us who are in Riway and we regard ourselves as a leader, but we do not have a goal. What will happen to you? What will happen to you? Example, Ted from Rio flew in from Cagayan de Oro. He landed in Ayatu because Ted from Rio is known to only take Philippine Airlines. Alright, and then when he went up to the taxi driver asked him, Kuya, where you want to go? I don't know. Do you think Ted from Rio would be able to reach WTC today? No, isn't it? There's no way. Or for example, Ted from Rio decided to use Grab. And then when he turned on his Grab, he doesn't know what place to type. Do you think that he will get a Grab? Do you think he will reach the destination? No. And then recently, Jeddah has been talking to me about going to Europe, setting certain incentive, blah blah blah, and all that. One day, Jeddah went to a travel agent, and he sat down in front of a travel agent, and then the travel agent asked her, "Ma'am, where do you want to go?" Europe. Yeah, where in Europe? I don't know. Do you think she can buy an air ticket?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No. Because she is not clear. Right? So for that reason, when we set a goal, it has to be big. It has to be big. For example, last year, Teresa, my wife, visited me, and during one of our conversation together, because we seldom get to sit down to talk to one another, like what James says, over the last 9 years, I spent most of my time in the Philippines, and she spent most of her time in Malaysia, taking care of the family in Malaysia. So she sat down, and then all of a sudden she said this, "Dear, I do not see you coming home in the short term." Alright? Because the origin of the plan was to stay in the Philippines for 3 years.
Wow.
Then 3 years was an extension of 3 years. And then after 3 years plus 3 years, another extension of 3 years. So it will never end. And she saw it that it will never end. So this is what she said. She said, "Dear, if I don't see you coming back in the short term, why don't I come to the Philippines?" Wow! You know, when I heard that, my God, my wife is not only coming to the Philippines, she would be providing me a home. And for that reason, without further delay, I brought her to Shang Properties. And we started to look at a lot of properties. Alright? And in my mind, I needed a big condominium. When I say big, it would be around maybe 200 plus square meters. Then eventually, we will show some properties that is located in Wak Wak. You know where is Wak Wak? It's a very high-end area, isn't it? Is that correct? You know Wak Wak? And then we will also show a newer property that is in Capital Commons that belongs to Shank Properties. And the price range is anything between 60 million to 90 million. Alright? And which is very high end. And when we took a look, it was a 3-bedroom. If my whole family come, it would be real great and all that. And we were very happy, and then we were trying to decide whether we want to commit to it or not. And then we met James, the culprit. Then he said, Raymond, what is the point of you buying a condominium? Would you be able to invite your top leaders to come to your home? Maybe you can. But what about your cars? How are you going to show them your Mercedes? How are you going to show them your BMW? Because I intend to buy Teresa a BMW. Alright? And then whatever that you buy, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. So I said, what do you have in mind, James? And James says, why don't you take a look at landed properties? And when he started to share with us this idea, we loved the idea. And eventually, James made all the arrangement, and we were on our way to a place called Das Marinas Village. Have you heard of Das Marinas Village?
Yes.
In Makati. Is it very high end?
Yes.
Because we needed to create that image. We wanted that image. And because of that, that image came into my mind. And that image is big. That image is big. So for that reason, whenever we set a goal, you need to have that image in your mind. Only then would you be able to set something that is bigger than what you have right now. Are you with me?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
So, for that reason, the second characteristic that we should talk about a goal is number 2. It must be definite and it must be exact. Definite and exact. Now, why is that important that it must be definite and exact? Number 1, you clearly know what you want. You clearly know what you want. Alright? You clearly do it for a purpose. You clearly do it because you have a reason behind it. And I started to have this image in my mind. I have a Mercedes S400 and I have a BMW. And eventually, if I buy a landed property, in my mind, I was inspired by the boss to buy even a Cadillac. And it will be parked in front of that landed property. Now you imagine, I send my driver to a prospect and bring the prospect with my Mercedes all the way to my landed property. And as he enters, he sees the BMW, he sees the Cadillac. And as he go in further, he sees the swimming pool. And as he start to explore the bungalow, it has 6 rooms. But only my wife and I will be staying because I never included Theodore. He has to earn it, isn't it?
Yes.
So I created the image. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think is my chance of closing this businessman into Riway business? What are my chances? It's big, isn't it? So I have a purpose and it is big. It is definite and it's exact. But the goal could not be complete without a time limit. And for that reason, I said by June this year, that property must be taken up. Ladies and gentlemen, when I think back, the suffering of my people in the year 2024, I have to take up that responsibility. I cannot blame the dragon. I cannot blame the circumstances. I cannot blame anything. Because I reflected, they are suffering is because of us. They are suffering is because we, the top leaders, didn't also have a clear and precise goal. And for that reason, when we leaders lose direction, what will happen to the team? So that is why I reflected. When I was given this topic, I started to reflect. What can I do best so that the congregation of 7,000 today would be able to understand the importance of setting a goal in your life, the importance of having a purpose in your life. So when I was preparing for today's speech, I start to recall